Create Studios podcast featuring Kane City Cookie Mike in the building. This man's been around a minute, bro. I've seen your Instagram. You're obviously out there with the school tours with Maccel, popping and promoting. This is a fun podcast for me because I love talking shit about all the shows I've thrown. It's just like they're so stressful, bro. I don't know. Maybe you're the only promoter who doesn't stress over a show, but I completely stress the hell out, man. Like, what about you, man? Like, events easy to do, to throw?
Nah, hell no, man.
Now, my bad, Mike. You gotta talk this close to the mic. Sorry
okay, yeah, there you go, right there.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
All right,
great.
So
sound great.
Nah, them things ain't easy, man. Them things is kind of hard. Well, you know, especially doing it with this school shit, man. You know,
hello, artists. The venue, the event. Not every venue's like forgiving toward the audience you're bringing. Am I right? Like,
most definitely. You know, it's a different crowd. Different artists bring out different types of crowds. We got some people that support, and then also some people that don't support that still come support. You know how that shit go.
Preach
like,
to me.
You know,
I'm in church right now. Like, man, preach to me. Keep preaching to me.
Hey, man, you know, say, man, as long as they spend their dollars, hey, it's good.
But it's a beautiful thing to throw an event, and then like you're to know that you orchestrated the whole thing, right? Everyone's there partly because you had a big part to do with it.
Yeah, you know, it's really a good feeling, you know, just to know that you're giving back and you can create this atmosphere and bring everybody together. That's the best thing about it, you know, bringing everybody together and seeing everybody have a good time, you know. Partying, man, shaking that ass, you know.
Partying's a great time. I used to throw events with like out of state artists, right? Because before the Bay was big, I had to like put on these events with like out of state people, bring them in, fly them in. Now we don't have to fly them in. You're dealing with local artists, but still, like the whole thing with getting the venue. I think in your situation currently with the schools, and then dealing with the artists, the lineup, the tickets, anything goes bad, it's your responsibility.
Man, my name be on the line.
Your
man.
name be on the
That's
line.
The cold part about it.
You know, it's a lot of factors at play. Can you explain like what all goes into that? Like, and for people that want to start out doing promoting, like what are they going to get themselves into?
I mean, first and foremost, you got to be serious because you know it takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of no's that you're gonna hear. Every time, every venue is not gonna be a yes. Every school ain't gonna be a yes. Every artist is not gonna be a yes. You know, you gotta really put that shit together yourself and just really go off. Well, me personally, I went off a wish and a hope, and my shit just so happened to just come together, you know. But everybody ain't in my situation, you know. But
those tours are huge right now, bro.
Yeah, man.
They're the biggest thing on Instagram right now. Well, because you get packed crowds, and they're not concert venues. They're like auditoriums we all remember going to and eating lunch, and it's like whoa, and it's something like. It's a great look for the music scene in the Bay Area.
It is.
And I've been thinking like for that long, like the schools got to get down. But I'm sure, like, isn't it tough? And you don't have to talk about it, but talking to the schools about it, convincing them.
Oh, man,
I know it's not a cakewalk. They're not like, come on in, Cookie Mike.
Hell no.
Bring in all those
Hell no.
You don't gotta
it ain't never been that easy right there. If it was that easy, man, I swear to God, man, we'd have been in every school there was so far.
So some of the schools are compliant, some aren't. Right.
Yeah, some act like assholes.
Wow. So some are just completely.
But they got their reasons though. They do have their reasons. You know, in the schools, they've been having their ups and downs. Like ever since this year have started, you know, it's been like school shootings, school stabbings. They just had a stabbing like Santa Rosa. Somebody just died or something like that. Like, yeah, man.
Well, you wouldn't expect Santa Rosa. Well, I mean, there is a lot of. Yeah. You know what? Never mind.
I mean, shit, they just had a stabbing at McClymonds, you feel me? Right after we just did a show. So it's like, you know, these schools, they be wilding out, man.
They're more wild than ever. You talk to the students, they're scared. Yeah, they actually say they're scared because they don't know if it's a stabbing or a shooting or just a fight.
Yeah. And then at the same time, you know, these kids is, you know, they coming from different projects, so they trying to protect themselves, and they don't know what they're protecting themselves from. So shit, just man, they pulling out whatever. Anything's a weapon as long as they protecting themselves. So it's making it kind of hard for
another
us.
day, you know. And the thing about those kids is that when someone threatens you, you don't give that person enough life to know if they're credible yet. You kind of just take them at like, okay, well, he's threatening my life, so I gotta clap back. But it's like with kids, I just want to tell y'all, like, some of these guys ain't shit, or it's not gonna be literally nothing. They're just gonna have this history of violence. You should avoid them. It doesn't mean, right, Cookie Mike? Like, it's not like about your manhood if you lose one fight to the next fight. I'm just saying, like, some people you should avoid. You should avoid.
I mean, pick and choose your battles, man.
Right,
That's why I tell everybody, you know, you can't win them all. And some of them not even worth fighting for, man. You see, like I said, they got in here stabbing students, and then next thing you know, what, you going to jail. Now you got to risk the rest of your school year. You can't be out with your partners and doing whatever y'all was going to do, smoke, whatever the hell it is that y'all doing, because you wanted to stab a nigga instead of just, you know, like, bro, it's cool, I'll catch you later, you feel me? So it just be like...
It'd be wild. I went to Logan. I mean, we had a lot of fights because there was blacks, Mexicans, and they were at war. I don't know if that's like...
See, now, I went to McClymonds, so, you know...
What is that like?
I think it probably was only like 3 white people ever that was at my school, so it was predominantly niggas there, man, you know.
I'm pretty sure they were cool white people. They had to be the only 3 white people.
Definitely cool. One was cool as fuck. Nigga played for the basketball team. Yeah, he was cool as hell.
Was he okay? He was a baller?
He was cool, yeah.
Can you name him? Or like?
What's his name? Dom. You feel me? Yeah, white boy Dom.
So Dom was a baller.
Yeah. He was a hooper, too.
And he was comfortable in the school.
Yeah, he was, yeah. I mean... Yeah, you know, when you try to act like, you know, like us, you feel me? So you turned him out. You know, he's cool, cool.
It happens a
Dom,
lot.
see this, man? You was a cool nigga, man. You was hella cool.
I'm sure that happens a lot. You get a stray one-time race in there. The parents still in the area for whatever reason, or maybe they're or whatever the reason being. I would see it as a form of acceptance if you're cool like that.
Yeah, he was cool. He was a cool dude.
So McClymonds, you had any great teachers you want to like name, like you remember, like that were dope?
Hell no, man. That school was a straight jailhouse for me, man. I swear to God. Like, don't get me wrong. It's one of them schools, like, you just love to hate it. Like,
so there no teachers, there was no programs.
Nah.
McClymonds had a really good basketball team when I was young.
Yeah, the hoop team was great.
Hoop team is like always up there.
Always. Sports teams, that's
Football
one thing
too.
for sure, man. McClymonds is known for sports teams.
You didn't do sports.
Hell yeah, I did sports.
You
I
did
played
sports.
basketball.
You look like your basketball
I was
like
a hooper,
length.
man.
Yeah, okay.
I was a hooper, man. Shit,
You look like you
man.
were pretty good. I
I
mean,
was out there cyber doing my
you
thing.
was a forward.
Most definitely.
Small forward?
Nope, power.
Power forward. Okay, so you a little physical then. You a little physical. Coach saw that in you.
Hell yeah, man. I was doing my thing for that
got
basketball
rebounds.
team. Yeah, I had a little stroke too. You feel me? Most definitely though, I had them blocks though.
That's important. A defensive mindset is important when you playing basketball.
Great
man.
defense,
I
man.
play
Great
basketball every day at the gym. So I mean, I never played organized ball, but I like the AI that goes into it, the mentality. And fours like you are appreciated, man. Like blockers, rebounders, physicalness. You gotta have a little bit of physicalness.
Man, you gotta be physical.
If the Warriors
man.
didn't have Draymond Green, they'd be so soft. You can see that, right?
I mean, yeah, you know,
You
Draymond
can
hella
see
physical.
that.
That boy gets real physical out there, man.
Draymond is like
Draymond,
the player.
beat your ass on that court.
We all want a Draymond on our team, bro. Like someone that's gonna do the physical work.
Yeah.
But coming out of high school, obviously you've seen shootings, you've seen fights and all that. So like going back to the whole school thing, because I want to know about this. Interesting to me, you know how like some of the cooler schools. Why are they being cool? Is it because of budget? But the fact that they are being cool is having a great effect on the students, I imagine. Right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, some schools, I'll put it this way, you know, they call themselves taking a chance and giving us a chance to actually just come out there and express ourselves with our creativity, you know, with the art, they're expressing themselves through them rap lyrics and through the dances and all that type of stuff. So I say some schools is actually taking a chance on us. They don't know what kind of rap lyrics we coming with. They don't know what kind of dance moves we coming with until the actual day that we get there, and then they see what we come with. So they taking a chance out on us. But
how are you doing with that? How are you curating the music? Do you review it?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty much kind of like the same couple little songs pretty much every school. We get all the poppin' songs that's out right now and clean them up a little bit.
Maccel, obviously. You got a great lineup.
Yeah,
Omar Twinz. So you
I got Aussie, I got Omar Twinz, Maccel, Bulu, Quasi, Tolo, Zeb, Q, De Niro. I got a couple people.
Are you
man.
growing the list? Is it people can get on? Is it just you? Is it like
As of right now, nah, I'm not growing my list. Like I'm cool with my lineup right now.
if you weren't rocking with you before, then you ain't gonna get it in now.
That part. And I also got a the female school tour too. I just started. You feel me?
What?
Yeah, all females, all
That
ladies.
sounds so creepy. I'm going.
Yeah, all the
So
ladies,
they're in high
man.
school, right?
It's the year of the ladies. You know, they gotta have a voice too.
So
you know?
wait, schools that are just females?
Nah, I got a tour with just
Just
females.
female
Yeah.
artists.
Yeah, just female artists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How are the kids responding? I mean, I obviously know because I seen it on Instagram. I want you to tell.
Man, they love that shit, man. You know, they want to be the next school to go viral on TikTok, posting the school tour. You know, everybody wanted to be a part of the school tour thing.
But even the
Go
audience,
viral.
like they're really into it.
Hell yeah.
These are kids that never
Yeah.
been to a concert before. Because I remember when I was in middle school, which is a long time ago, this R&B group that came through, they never made it. But they were so serious about it. It was called Milk. And they was just trying to be like Silk and Boyz II Men, right? It was in that era, right? And so they had the poster. They came out singing, and we were going crazy, like they were known. But they just came to our school, so we felt like they were known. And it was like, I tell you, bro, it was electrifying. They loved it. You could tell. So I know the artists that are performing are loving it. They're like,
Yeah. And then also, you know, it's growing the fan base too, making their fan base a little bit bigger. And also it's making these students and all that type, you know, the audience, whatever, is growing with the audience. I mean, with the artists, you feel me? Because, you know, as the artists get big, it's like the audience is now following, you feel me? So it's like if you catch them early, like the young age, and you make a new song, so now they coming from, say, 6th grade, in the 7th grade, you got a new song, 8th grade, you got a new song. Shit, by the time you're an adult, I mean, they're an adult.
They're your
now
fans.
they even grew along with your whole career, you feel me? Your career is boosted off of these fans. So you
Cookie
gotta,
Mike, you're
gotta
doing
get
this.
back to it, man.
You're doing the smartest thing. I mean, you're just grabbing fans early.
That part, yes.
That's where you get fans.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the young ones is the ones that's keeping it lit. They want to keep playing your song over and over and over. So without them, you know, none of this would be possible.
They appreciate the most, right?
Most definitely.
What do you see out there? What are you seeing? Like you seeing kids just going bananas, like.
I mean, not
It's gotta
only
be a
that,
cool
it's
feeling.
the staff too, you know, because,
Around the school.
yeah, you know, certain schools, they don't have like real control over, you know, like some of the students. So I'm just glad once we get there, you know, we can take control over the crowd and have certain students that ain't been, you know, paying attention and listening. No, hey, bro, check it out. You want to come up here and rock with us? You feel me? Just make sure you're paying attention in school and, you know, give them a little speech and all that type of stuff. Like kids are gonna remember that when they get older. Like when I was a little kid in high school, we never had nobody do no shit like that. Like in high school and elementary schools was known for like fights and getting into it with that school. Like we was never known for having somebody like a big major artist come up here and perform and do like this show and that show. Like a bunch of artists is at that. Like we was never known for that. So to know that I can have these artists go inside these schools and, you know, like,
Yeah.
man, I don't know, it's a great feeling, man.
The reach is incredible because I just know with kids, and like I see people talk to kids, they have no like relation with them. You can just tell, you can see it, right? Like, and I'm sure you see it in the school, like the kids and the adults there, the teachers, there's just nothing there. But when I talk to these kids and they find out that I have some background in music, I notice they listen. You know, they think that's cool. That's one thing that'll speak to the youth is music. It's always been that case. It's always been the truth, right? So when you see someone older, like that does music, like they say you, and they're like, they obviously give you a little bit more respect, right? Than they do the teacher, right? I mean, it's kind of messed up.
It is. It's a backwards ass situation, but you know, I mean, if it works and if, like I said, if I'm able to utilize my platform and make them become a better or put them in a better situation, hey man, I'm all for it.
But they listen though, so I think what I'm saying is like it's going somewhere, because when you show up to the school, these kids actually listen. You know what I mean? They might actually like hear you out, and so this might develop into some type of like counseling or future, or just giving good advice, or leaving the show with a message, or people that only have good grades can attend the show, and you keep it going as a reward system every year. Maybe they could perform too.
Yeah,
you know, right?
Because we know we do have some shows where we do bring kids and teachers and get them involved and stuff like that. You know, it's all about building community in the schools, building community in the whole community. Period. We want to bring everybody together. So
I think you're doing something bigger than you don't even know about, man. You know what I mean? Like, and this is the first year of it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Because this is all I'm hearing about. Because I brought Aussie and the Omar Twins, and I haven't had Maccel on. I'm planning to, but that's all they're talking about, man. Is these school tours.
And we going up right now, man. You know, it's the next big thing. Everybody want to do something at the schools. They want to do something to give back. And we actually doing it. So
how'd you start? How'd you come about it? Did you just walk up to a school?
Nah, it's crazy how it started, man. Because I actually worked for a school, and I was able to get my little cousin, Lil Kato, and Rose Kane to come perform for, I think it was like a school rally or something like that. So the kids was recording it and all that type of stuff. So that was the first thing that I did that kind of like went out there, was put out there. I guess once Maccel seen that, he claimed he caught the bus up to where I was working at. You feel me? Him and then another little cat, EB4. He, I guess he go to school where I work at. You feel me? So him and Maccel was cool. They was partners, whatever. And he had brought Maccel to me. So when Maccel came to me, he was like, "Hey, you be doing like a little school, little events and this and that. Like I'm trying to do that."
Because he's seen on the gram,
yeah,
right?
He seen it. So I'm like who are you, little bro? Like, what's your name and all that? Because I never even heard, of Maccel. I heard the song Go Mook, but I never heard of who was by and all that. You feel me? So, what was that? I ended up calling somebody to, verify. Like that's him. That's really the dude that sing the Go Mook song or whatever. You feel me? So once I found out that you got a little buzz and this and that, I'm like, all right, I'll mess with you, little bro, but I need you to do something for me. You feel me? I got to make sure that you're serious. So my daughter was having a birthday party the next weekend. So I'm like,
Come perform.
If you could perform here, you feel me? Like, I'll put something together for you.
That's a win for him.
Yeah, it's good, it's whatever. So he ended up doing it for me. And after that, that's when I met the Omar Twins. And I'm like, these niggas some real dancers. Like, they real entertainers. Serious. Like, they really serious about their craft.
They're really serious.
Like, they was serious. So, I mean, not even that. I'm like, I can make like 2 or 3 schools happen because I got family that work at different schools. But I'm like, why do like 2 or 3 schools when we could do maybe like 6, 7 schools? You feel me? Let's. You already got a buzz. You got the #1 song popping on TikTok right now. Like, let's take it somewhere. You feel me? Let's see what it do. We did. Matter of fact, before we even did the school, my partner 1100 Mitchell and them,
I know 1100, yeah.
Yeah, they was planning on trying to do a little school tour too. So I tapped in with him like, bro, like, let's put it together. You feel me? Like, let's really do this. And he like, all right, it's good. Just let me know when and where, and I'm gonna fuck with y'all. All right, it's good. So I had him, Maccel, Omar Twins, the little rapper EB4. Who else? Who else was the first ones? I think that was them, the first ones that we did, and then I think we did. What was that? Skyline. Skyline
was the first school to kind of accept it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so how did that process? Like, you go up to the principal or like?
Now we had little insiders that worked at Skyline. So once we was able to have the little insiders get back to us, they confirmed it. We went up there one day, and from that point on, man, shit, it went up. Dizzler ended up reposting it because 11 posted it, and it was up from there, man. Like, that crowd was big as hell. Everybody was feeling it. They was showing love. I think it was called like a Freaky Friday or some shit like that.
Oh, wow.
So,
the event was called Freaky Friday at the school?
At the school, man. It's called Freaky Friday or some shit. But it was packed out. It was turned.
That's amazing. And the whole school basically, and they might have known these artists or not, but it really didn't matter, right?
Nah, they knew the artists because, like I said, Maccel had the #1 popping song on TikTok, that Go Mook, man. That's the #1 song. So everybody wanted to hear that. They wanted to know who is that? Like, who's the song? Like, I want to hear it. You feel me? So when we played that, seeing everybody get on that ground, start fucking that ground, talk about Go Mook. I said, this shit is crazy as hell, man. Like, these kids is ready to lose their mind off this song. Like, damn.
And congrats to you, because I haven't seen that done in the Bay, but I've seen it done in my middle school, and I've always just been waiting on that to come back. Like, but I know the whole politics around it, right, is just tough, right? I mean, some schools aren't just going to be open to it.
I mean, it is politics to it because shit. At the end of the day, they do. A lot of schools do base us off of our looks because we niggas from the streets. We just trying to get our voices heard though, but we trying to do it the right way. So a lot of schools be discriminating against us. A lot of them, but it's a lot of schools. Like I said, they take chances and give us the opportunity, and we be grateful that they do give us the opportunity because shit, we rock them schools out, rock their.
This will go all season, go winter, summer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shit, we've been doing this since
how long you been doing it?
October.
It's only October.
Yeah,
it's a very brand new thing.
Yeah, and we've been rocking ever since. Like every other.
Do you have
first
media
one was doing it
covering it? Do you have like? Cause I don't see a highlight out there of it. You need to do a highlight, bro.
Nah, we got some highlights. We actually doing a little vlog video too.
You gotta do
so
a vlog.
Once it's all done, man, make sure y'all tune in for that.
Tune in
it's
for
gonna
that.
Be nice. We got some nice videos, some edits and all that coming soon. I mean, shit, ain't no media really, respecting it like that right now. Because, like I said, the image they want to blackball us right now.
Yeah, I'm sure you want to be careful about that too. You don't want too much school insignia out there, and then maybe some kid saying the wrong lyric or whatever like that. Or it's got to be a touchy thing,
Yeah, I mean, it got, like I said, its ups and downs for sure.
Yeah,
but
for
now,
bro.
it's up. It's up right now.
And I know what that feeling's like. It's amazing. It's just awesome to be a promoter in that field when you're making the whole thing together. But I just know for you how stressful it can be too, because it's just so many things can go wrong with the show. Only one thing can go right. That's what I tell the people that work with me. Like when you do an event, you have to understand there's so many things that can go wrong. Only one thing can go right, and it's only going to go right if you're on your A game.
That's one thing you got to be. You got to be on your A game because it's a lot of shit that go wrong.
I don't even smoke the day of a show.
Shit that go wrong,
I don't smoke because it's so stressful, bro. The day of a show, and I don't know if you get anxiety, but I get super anxiety because you've been working all month toward this one little fucking day on this one little 4 fucking hours. That you know what I mean? It comes down to like 4 hours or 5 hours in a day.
Some shit it'd be more stressful than that because ever since we've been going up, man, we got some schools that'll tap in literally probably like 2-3 days before they want us to come up there. So we'd be like, damn, bro, we got to make it happen in like 2-3 days. We got to get the show mix ready. We got to see who all artists can make it, and we'd be like, damn, for real? Like, what the fuck? And me personally, I'd be like, oh my,
stressed out,
God, bro. Like,
but that's success, like taking on the deal.
Yeah,
and it's going to be successful and make you successful if you. And that's the part about success, right? To artists, I try to explain. That's what success is. A motherfucker calling you say, I need that shit done in 3 days. It's like you having to come through like a machine.
Oh,
but that's what success is. We're being that dependable.
Straight autopilot, man. Like, man, I don't know. Sometimes though, like I said, with me and my situation, sometimes I don't even be knowing how the fuck I'll be making shit happen, but it be coming together, and I be like, bro,
you get it in motion, and things kind of fall into place, right?
I'm good at like just being on my toes, man. Like if something go wrong, like I got at that moment, I can fix it, I can get it together, Like I'm just good with it. I'm just great with it. Right
Promoting
now.
is a tricky thing. Not everyone can do it. There's no school for it. There's no school. It's like there's no education on being a promoter. There's no YouTube videos on it that I've seen. It's something you have to go do, but it's something that I feel like I share with my other brothers. Is like we've only done this. Like you kind of know, the relationship with a venue. You kind of know that we all deal with the same artists in a sense, and it's just about putting on for a platform. But it's just wild. To me, it's just fucking crazy because like you're in between the venue, you're in between the artist, you are the spoke in the wheel, making sure everything runs smoothly, and you're in the fucking center of it, making sure. And you're not always the loudest person, like you're not always talked about. They never really mention you about the event. They're gonna mention the event, and then they only really crazily promote the event if it's bad. Like that one artist that came through recently, right, and got like her drinks thrown on Glorilla. Like the promoter team for that almost went viral because the show was so bad. And that's the only thing that sucks. Like when it's a really good show, people say it's a good show, but then they'll forget about it because that's the way it's supposed to be. But when it's a bad show, that could be your last show.
Then you hunted, you fucked because your name is on the line. You just fucked off and tarnished your name. Like, and that's another thing too that I tell the artists that like we got to go in with a mindset of
professional,
like
right?
Professional for sure. We got to handle business. Like keep your outside life with your outside. Like when we go in here, everybody got to handle business because not only is my name on the line, your name on the line too. Like they might not they're for sure not gonna hire me and bring me back. They're for sure not gonna hire and bring you back. And like they don't want to book us no more. You feel me? And it's not only that my fault. It's from the people you either brought, the way you conducted yourself, some shit you done said. So it's like I tell everybody, like when it's time to handle business, handle business.
Yeah.
Handle your business.
That's a good lesson for artists. That's a good lesson for these artists you're working with.
And then leaving politics alone. Like it's all right to, be where you from and, claim your set, all the little shit. But when it's come down to handling your business, leave them politics alone. Because at the end of the day, them politics is not going to pay your fucking bills. They're not going to help you succeed in the long run. Politics is not going to do none of that. They're going to slow your ass down. And then not only, it might not even be, it might be your partner that might be tripping over some politics shit. So you got to know when to separate that. And like I said, handle
don't
your
put
business.
it in your music.
Yeah,
don't put it in your music. And like, this is a good point. It's not going to it's going to minus your career. That's what I've seen. It's not just like a zero. You might think it helps. I really don't think it does, because I know media platforms in the Bay that won't even put your music out, meaning you can't promote it if it's about politics. If you're mentioning stuff in the song, they're not going to even promote it. So, and then no one wants to work with you in that sense. No one wants to book you for an event. And that's the thing I look at as a promoter. What kind of songs are you putting out? Are you putting out dissing people? I'm not going to fucking throw an event for you so they can come and shoot the fucking shit up.
Man, that shit be crazy. I'm telling you. And then, like, for me, like, I had to learn, because especially dealing with all these different type of artists that I'm dealing with right now, everybody come from a different background. Yeah. Ain't nobody from the same area, none of that. So it's like, you got to know first you got to know what the politics is, and then, like I said, you got to be able to separate them, bro. Yeah. Like, you got to know what it is, because, like I said, I can't put two of these artists in the same show and do this. Like, it's a bad look on my name and your name. So
you have to call the other artist and be like, this dude, or is it cool? And that's a lot of work. And then you have to be a little street savvy.
Yeah.
You have to know the street. If you're throwing a promoter in the Bay Area and you don't know the street politics, it can get real tough for you. But artists are really willing to help out with that kind of shit. Like, artists will tell you, like, okay, this is what's going on here, this is what's going on there, and they're net banging over here, but you have to be tapped in.
I mean, some won't tell you though. Some won't. Some
You're right.
You got that. They close mouths, man. Some of them not like that. Yeah, some of them not like that. They just want to see you in traffic and get active. Shit, they don't want to talk about.
Some want to see it go down too.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely
Some want
right.
to just see some action,
especially in this new generation, man. They want to see it go down so they can record it and go viral. Share the clips, man, or whatever it is. But yeah, man. Don't come around me with no politics.
Don't come
please.
around Cookie Mike with the politics, man. He's putting on a platform.
Exactly. I'm trying to make people voices get heard, man. Let their platform get bigger than what it already is, and I'm trying to handle business, man. Leaving politics alone with me, for real.
How'd you get the name Kansas City Cookie Mike on your Instagram?
I'm from Acorn, California. We been in Kansas City. Cookie Mike. When cookies first came out, I was the cookie man. I had all different types of cookies, whatever cookie you could think of. So I got real big off of that. Keep the cookies, you know what I'm saying, till that shit, everybody wanted the Zazas, and I still keep some cookies on deck, but Cookie Mike.
I like that, man.
Cookie Mike.
Cookies is big, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
And so Kansas City Acorn Projects, basically, right?
Yeah.
The Acorn Projects. My friend used to live right across the Acorn, so we would be there. Wild.
Yeah.
Got cleaned up. It's very tame now than what it used to be. But the early 2000s was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the Ville in the 90s was absolutely madness. The Ville? Oh, my goodness. Explain that, like, coming from Oakland and just seeing what you've seen, like, and then you now being a promoter and looking over the artists that are now artists that used to just be in the streets. Like, what is that like? What are you seeing in the direction of Oakland, where it's going? And
I mean, shit, Oakland, ain't no place like Oakland. Let's start off with that right there. I done been around the whole United States, and there's literally no place like Oakland. I love my city, but then also I hate my city.
Why, man?
Shit,
explain to me, bro.
I love this shit. Like,
because if you're from Oakland, you get that.
Yeah, like, I love this, man. Like I said, ain't no place like Oakland. I go anywhere else, bro, I just feel like I don't fit in. But then when I come out here, it's like, bro, I don't want to be around this same ass bullshit all over and over and over and over. And it's like, I don't know. Like you said, you got to be from here to understand what I'm saying, man.
Well, yeah. So what I noticed is that people from Oakland, like being from Oakland, because they're familiar. There's familiarity. It's the way people treat each other, and you don't get that when an Oakland person goes into San Francisco or San Jose, especially, or even like in the Valley. It's even double worse. But when you're in Oakland, you kind of know how you're going to be treated, how to act, and all these things that you learn actually mean something, how to navigate yourself in this, because not everyone can navigate through Oakland.
Hell no.
But there's a lot of shit that goes down in Oakland, and I see people in Oakland being frustrated within their own city. Like, these kids are running wild, and it's not the older adults, it's like the kids.
Yeah. Like, Oakland changed over the past years, man. Like,
the
it ain't
OGs
like
got
how
locked
it
up.
used to be. It ain't like how it used to be. Like, kids nowadays, like, they don't understand the importance of going outside and having like real fun and shit. Like, they going outside is going outside in fucking Fortnite and that type of shit. Like just I don't know. It's different. You feel me? Like once the internet, the social medias and all that shit came out, that shit took away the real fun and being out here. Like Oakland used to be known for having some crazy ass Freaknik parties. You know, like real block parties, real doing shit out here. Like. We used to be on the bus when bus days was, niggas be on the back of the bus having fun. Like, I don't even think these kids...
What's a bus day? Explain to me that. What's an Oakland bus day? It's a clip.
Oakland bus days, man. What was this, from like 2004 to 2009, 2010, something like that? When the old school buses, the 82s, used to go from West Oakland Park all the way to Hayward, man. Motherfuckers used to be on the bus all night, like 50, 40 deep. No exaggeration, bro. We all young niggas, man. Young as fuck out there doing hella shit. On our way from this spot to this spot to go to a party and go shake ass. We're on the back of the bus getting high. We doing hella shit, like having real fun. You feel
on
me?
A bus?
On a bus. Doing hella shit.
40 deep?
About 40 deep. I'm not lying. No exaggeration. I kid you not, bro. Like, we used to be doing hella shit as some youngsters. Like, we knew how to have fun.
That sounds like fun.
We wanted to be outside and around people. Like, it's like now people don't want to be around nobody. So it's like, what the fuck? Like,
why is that?
Crazy.
Is that the social media?
Social media, man. Social media. That came and fucked everything
politics.
Up. It just fucked it up. Like, motherfucker, you can be whatever you want to be on social media. Like, whatever you keyword want to be. And
or pretending to be.
That part, and it fucked it up. So now it's like when motherfuckers see you off social media, they see the real you. And you don't want to come outside. You want to hide the real you. You want to maintain that internet life. Like, it's just wild now. So
I can see that.
It's wild, man.
I can see that. I mean, kids have a better way of dressing what their life is, and a lot of them don't have social skills to back it up.
Exactly. They don't want to be outside and actually prove that shit. So like I said, outside is it's not the same, man. And then shit, you got these young folks out here, you can't tell them nothing. They feel like when you talking to them or trying to give them some game, they feel like you checking them. And it's just like, man, youngster, like, bruh, I'm just trying to give you some game, bro. I done been there 2-3 times already, man. Just absorb the game and shit. Taking a run with it, but they don't want to run with it. They just want to leave that motherfucker there.
I think that's the most frustrating part, because you see other cultures, they're willing to game each other up. You know what I mean? It's like they're going to tell you something, you're going to listen, and you don't have to hear it, but you at least going to hear them out, look them in the eye, and listen. But you're right. These kids, they don't give a F about you. They look you up and down, see if they can relate to you. And it's like, nope.
Man, no, for real. Like, it's
they want to. They're already looking up to their influencers on YouTube and Instagram, so you don't. And they're fake as hell, right? But like, that's,
no, for real.
That's what they want. They
real.
want the Andrew Tate, situation.
That's sad. It's just sad.
With females, it's even worse too, because I don't see them. The people are having less kids because the females acting bougie from her internet portal, right? She's getting DM'd a lot. To her, that's like sex.
Most
all these men want
pumping her head up.
Gassing her up. All these dudes, I mean, I've seen it. They feel good off that. So stuff to even, like the whole situation that women and men are in. Men are a lot more insecure and suicidal these days because of the women. They can't even get it down.
Yeah, man, it's sad, man. Women make you lose your fucking mind.
They really do.
It's really sad.
They're beautiful to look
at. Sad. Tell all my young fellas, stay strong, man. Stay strong.
Yeah, I don't think you should let a woman define anything you're doing, but with kids these days, they let them define everything that they're doing.
Everything off of what social media tell them.
Yeah.
Everything's off of what social media.
If you ain't got a car, if you're not the owner of a business, you're nothing.
That part.
You're just like a human body carrying sperm that's not going to go anywhere.
That part, man.
What are the school tours going to turn into? What are your plans for this year coming up? Because we're only 3 months into it. You got, I mean, after the school year, what are you planning after that? Like,
so what we've been talking about is making this a continuous thing. So like, you know, year round, yearly thing. We're gonna keep talking to these schools, keep expanding. We've still been talking to a couple more schools. It's a couple of schools we trying to still hit this year that we most definitely want to put on the calendar. Let me see.
how many schools are on board right now?
We done did over, I think, like probably like 20-some schools so far. Yeah, we probably did like 20-some schools so far. Let me see. We probably got like maybe like 3 or 4 for show lined up. But ever since, you know, like the school's been doing this crazy shit, like the stabbings and shootings and shit been getting hard. So I don't know, like hopefully the schools start opening up, realizing that, you know, we not them ones. Everything that we've been doing has been bringing positivity and good energy. You know, so
No, the shows are great energy. I mean, you haven't had any incidents.
Nah, we ain't had no incidents. We try to. We have been talking to the Warriors, trying to do a Warriors halftime performance.
That's huge.
Yeah, Warriors halftime performance. I work with the city of Oakland, so they want me to put together a little concert. I don't know if it's going to be at the Lake or at the Oracle. I'm working with that. Got my clothing brand finna drop again. You know, got some more merchandise on the way. I got a couple little things in the cuts that I'm working on.
You working on music yourself?
Right now, no, I'm not working on music, but I am working on managing. I got some artists that I am managing. They be on the lookout for them. Got my record label that I'm finna get off the ground.
Nice.
Yeah, no, just basically promoting, man. Promoting. I want to be the man behind the scene. You know?
This is all kind of growing bigger and bigger as you go into it, right? Mm-hmm. Like there's other things happening around it, and some things you probably not foreseeing. Did you used to make music or like?
Yeah, I used to make music. Yeah.
What happened?
Like, I mean, I had an older brother, you feel me, that I looked up to with the music game, you feel me? So, I put on my music career in his hand and kind of fumbled the ball or whatever, you feel me? So, but shit, music always been in me. It always been in me. When my little brother come home, he gonna get back to that music. My little brother is Bub Shake Some. They make all the beats, feel me, all the beats. So we gonna have him popping beats back on deck.
You got her waiting for him.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I used to do the music, but then, like I said, I decide I want to be in the background. Like, I don't want to be in the front. I mean, like, I got a better eye for managing, and I got an ear for that music. Like, I can hear who gonna really be popping and what's gonna be the next popping sound. Like, I can really hear it. So
you got a good eye, got a good ear for it. And the people you're surrounding yourself with right now, I gotta say, are like the best for a school tour, bro. Like the absolute. Like, you don't have anyone kind of questionable. You're not trading in limelight too for someone that's kind of questionable. You're like, no, these guys go crazy. And
got some people that's serious.
It's a good energy, and they're very marketable. Omar Twinz, super marketable.
Man, most definitely, they
have a super big career ahead of them.
Yeah, man. Great.
And it's the culture that you're putting on for the Bay Area. Like I said, these school. I'm so glad I talked to you. These school tours are big. They're huge. Yeah. You see it on social media. Like the only pop-in events I feel like they're going on, kind of right now, and there's no headline. These are people that just need to get brought up.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Hopefully, people start hearing out a little bit more, hearing our voice, and give us the little credit that we deserve, and put us on a platform. But shit, we're gonna keep doing our thing, showing up, showing out. Like I said, I hope them other schools that we ain't been to tap in, or at least open up your emails so we can make it happen. And shit, yeah, we're gonna keep rocking with it though, most definitely. Because like I said, this lineup that I got is going crazy. The female lineup that I got is going crazy. Got some shit in the works.
Yeah, I see. I love it, man. I love everything you're doing, man. What else projects aside from the shows you got going on? Like, are there any other events you're throwing outside the schools, like maybe, or anything like that? Or
like I said, I'm working with the city of Oakland, so I'm trying to put together
the Warrior thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to put together a concert for them. We got the Warrior halftime performance. I'm still doing my charity events. I do homeless giveaways. I do toy drive giveaways, backpack giveaways. Pretty much, man. Just trying to, get back to the community. Anything I can do to get back to the community and change up a little bit. Change the narrative of what they already, how they looking at us right now.
That Skyline High thing I'm looking at right now, this is wild.
Yeah, man. That highlight be going crazy, man.
It was outside too. It was in the football field. I always thought they were in the cafeteria.
Nah. I mean, some of them we be in the gyms, be in the auditoriums, outside in the football field.
What do you like better?
Shit, wherever. It don't matter. Just let me plug my my laptop in and shit. Let the crowd go crazy. I'll let the crowd go crazy. I got that crowd control.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, your Instagram is popping right now.
Yeah, man.
You have the hottest tours in the Bay. Absolutely right now.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? It's just absolutely going wild. Anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here? We've been talking for an hour now, man.
Oh, man, damn.
They go crazy. It goes crazy fast. When I have like good people on here, it's like the hour goes by like fast.
Yeah, man. I mean, shit.
Your social media is
media. Find me at Kane City Cookie Mike.
Kane spelled with the 8.
Yep.
Kane City
with the
_.
8.
Cookie Mike.
Find me there.
You're not taking on new artists, but if new artists wanted to reach out to you, how would they do that?
DM me, man. Just DM me.
So you'll hear them out.
I'm most definitely gonna hear you out, because if I ain't got this opportunity for you right here, right now, I most definitely got other opportunities. I am what you consider a resource, man. So always utilize your resources. I got a whole bunch of shit that I could put you on.
You putting on for the Bay, man.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to just like I said, make everybody's platform bigger than what it already is.
We might have to connect to some shows, I got a showcase with NorCal next up coming up.
It's good.
I might have to put you in line with, man. You know what I mean? Just the whole thing about promoting is so awesome to have you here, because it's just like, dude, I don't think anyone understands the headaches that I be going through. Have you heard a show get canceled the day of?
Hell yeah. Well, I done had a show get canceled like 5 minutes after we already there, and like, wait, what you mean cancel? I done had them cancel a show in the middle of us doing a show. Like, hey, we canceled already? I was guaranteed 10 minutes. It's only been 2. Like, wait, what you mean?
I mean, why do they do that?
They got their reasons. Certain schools got their reasons. The school I never thought would do no shit like that did that to us. We performed. They told me we had 10 minutes. We got out there. We performed for maybe a minute 45 seconds. I look up. The music go off. Like, what the hell? The crowd. I'm looking at the crowd. The crowd started looking around like, wait, what's going on? I said,
they gotta blame you too.
No,
right?
they did not cut my motherfucking set off. I said, oh, ain't this a bitch? Ain't this a bitch? Oh, wow. Even the cheerleaders came over there like, wait, what's going on? I'm like, bruh, I have no clue, but can you please go over there and like have somebody come talk to me real quick? Because they looking at me like, man, what the hell? My artist looking at me like, bro, what's going on? I'm like, bro, I'm trying to figure it out, man. Like,
I gotta admit, like,
they clipped our ass. They clipped us. They clipped the fuck out of us. They clipped us.
Oh, thank you for saying that story, because it makes me feel so much better about the stuff that I've been through. I mean, because, I'm gonna, Mike, you have an amazing energy, but you have a certain look. And I'm just amazed that like these schools are letting you in there, bro. Like, what the? Because I get stuff for me, and I look like me, and they like me until they figure out my crowd, and then I'm like, oh yeah, and then they give me them dirty look. They treat me different. I'm like, whoa.
All right, so
but I with you, I give you so much credit.
Look, I'm gonna give you some game, man. One of my key points of doing all this, man. Big credit, Omar Twinz, man. I'm trying to tell you, Omar Twinz, they got away with them emails, man. Because if I ain't able to email at school, I hit them so fast. Hey,
and they're super professional, right?
Hella professional, man. The way they be wording them emails, I'm telling you, it be like, nigga, how old are you, bro? Like, for real? Like, come on, bro. They play a big role in this, so I got to get him the credit. Get him credit where the credit is due, for sure.
Omar is amazing. A big role. Some good guys. I want to thank you for coming on the pod today, man. Anything in last shout outs you want to get out before we get out of here?
Man, shout out the whole Bay Area, man. Shout out everybody. Shout out you for having me on your platform.
You, man, of course.
If y'all haven't, like I said, go check out my Instagram, Kane City Cookie Mike. Tap into them school tours. You
gotta tap in with the school. They can't attend, man. Right? People can't attend if they want to, right?
There's certain ones you can attend.
Certain ones you can attend.
You just gotta let me know whatever ones, because we be posting.
I want to attend some too, bro. Yeah,
that's good. I'm gonna lock you in. But like I said, shout out to the whole Bay Area community. Shit, just keep tapping in with me, because it's gonna keep getting bigger and it's going up. It's going up.
It's my guy, Kane City Cookie Mike, man. Real representative of the Bay Area. Tap in artists if you guys need some promotion. You need a further development in your career, because this guy, he's bringing the fire, and he's hot. He's red flaming fucking hot right now, bro. If you want to, and this is the thing about people with opportunity, you got to get around them. You have to be in the vicinity of them.
Got to.
And you're going to get blessed. But you got to put in work. You got to be honest. And you got to bring something to the table. That's all I'm going to say.
Exactly. And shit, like I said, I am a resource man. Utilize your resources, you know? Haven't you ever heard it? Utilize your resources.
What are you doing not utilizing your resources, man?
Silly rabbit.
Come on. 3A Studios podcast with my guy, Kane City, Cookie Mike. We are out of here. One love, y'all. Blessings.